Good afternoon. Let us proceed. This is a point from first unit, that is convergence and divergence in case of roots of equation. While finding root of equations, there are different cases. In some cases, solution may converge, and in some cases, solution may diverge. Okay. So let us see what is meant by convergence and what is meant by divergence. So you have seen bisection method. So in bisection method, we have formula to find root of equation xr is equal to a plus b by 2, where a and b are the initial cases, and by using formula xr we can find out the root of given equation. Now here, if you draw the graph, if you see the graphical representation of this bisection method, and suppose we have given equation f of x like this. So let us consider this given equation f of x, and if you draw the curve for that given equation, it will be something like this. And in bisection method, we have to choose the two initial cases a and b on either side of root of equation. So this is the root of given equation, root. We have to find out this value of x. Okay, that is the root of equation. So here first we have to choose two values a and b such that it will be on either side of this root. And by using this formula, we can bisect this interval. So this is the first interval, and if you bisect by half, then you will get next value of xr. So this will be xr value by using this formula. So this part we can remove, and next interval will be this. So this xr we will consider as a for next iteration. Okay, and again by using this formula, we can get new value of root xr. So we can replace this b. So here we can take b, and then this will be new interval. So again by using this bisection method formula, we will get new value near to this exact root. So in this way, we are going towards the actual solution. So this is called convergence. Are you getting? Now here, by using these initial cases, you are going towards the actual root. Okay. So this is called convergence case. Convergence case. Now in bisection method, always you will get convergence solution, because we have to start with the initial cases a and b such that it will satisfy condition f of a into f of b less than 0. So this condition will always satisfy. To use this formula, this condition should be satisfied, and if this condition is satisfying, we will move towards the solution. We will not go out of this box. We will just reduce this interval by half each time in case of bisection method. So this is convergence case, and in case of bisection method, there is no possibility of the divergence, because we have to satisfy this condition to use this formula to move towards the root of equation. Now let us consider the second method, that is Newton-Raphson method. Newton-Raphson method. So you know the formula for Newton-Raphson method. What is the formula to find root of equation by using Newton-Raphson method? So formula is xr is equal to x0 minus f of x0 divided by f dash of x0. So f of x is the given equation. Okay, and we have to find out the new approximate answer to the root by using this formula. xr is equal to x0 minus f of x0 divided by f dash of x0. F dash means first derivative of the given function. Now here, if you draw the graph for this, let us draw the graph. Okay, so let us consider the given function is like this, f of x. Let us consider graph like this. This graph is of f of x. F of x means equation in the form of x, and if you draw the graph for that given equation, then you will get graph something like this. Now here we have to choose the initial case x0. So let us consider x0 is somewhere here, x0. Now by using this Newton-Raphson formula, we have to calculate the next approximate answer to the root. So what you have to do? You have to put given initial case into this formula, so that you will get xr value. So what is xr value? So here, this is f of x0. This point is f of x0, and if I draw tangent at this point, okay, if I draw tangent at this point, tangent at f of x0, then you will get this value xr. So this tangent will intersect x-axis at this point. So this is the new value formula to get this value from x0. is xr is equal to x0 minus f of x0 divided by f dash of x0. And this is the graphical representation. So this is iteration number 1. So for next iteration, we are considering this value xr as x0 for next iteration. For second iteration, we are taking this xr as x0, and again we are repeating. So what we have did by using this initial case x0, we have got f of x0, and f of x0 we have drawn the slope, and from that slope we will get xr. So this is new value to the root. So from this value, again we have to proceed further. So what we have to do? We have to take this xr as x0. So now this is x0. So same procedure we have done. What we have did in first step, by using x0 we have got f of x0, and from f of x0 xr. So here also from this, now this is x0. So from this x0 we will get new value of f of x0. Again similar to this, we have to draw the tangent at this point. So draw the tangent. So from this tangent, if I draw the tangent, then this tangent will intersect x-axis at this point. So this is xr for second iteration. This value is xr for second iteration. Okay. Again, for next iteration, we can consider this xr as x0 for third iteration. Okay, and again, by using this x0 value, we will get f of x0, and again if you draw the tangent, then in this way, from this first initial case, we will move towards the actual answer. Actual root is this value. This is the actual root. So by using this initial case, we are moving towards the actual root. So this is called convergence case. So remember, in convergence case, we are moving towards the actual root, actual solution. Okay, that's why it is called convergence. Now let us consider the divergence case. Divergence. What is by divergence? Divergence is in case of Newton-Raphson method. Divergence in case of Newton-Raphson method. What is meant by divergence? Divergence means we are moving away from the root. Instead of going toward the root, instead of going toward the actual root, we are moving away from the root. So let me explain this concept with the help of graph. Now this divergence depends upon given equation, nature of graph for given equation. So let us consider this is f of x equation, f of x, graph for the f of x, curve for the f of x. F of x is the any equation in the form of x for which we have to find out root. Okay. Now this is given equation f of x, and we have to find out root of this equation by using Newton-Raphson method. So let us consider we have chosen initial case x0. Okay, we have chosen initial case x0, and by using formula we will get xr. By using this formula we will get xr. Now we have seen how we are proceeding toward the root. We have seen how we are proceeding toward the root in graphical representation. We have seen. So from this initial case, we are calculating f of x0. From this initial case, we are calculating f of x0. This is f of x0. And from this f of x0, we are drawing the tangent. So if I draw tangent at this point, then see here, this is suppose tangent. So if I draw tangent at f of x0, then the tangent will intersect x-axis at this point. So this is xr. Okay, this is xr. Now what we are doing? We are taking this xr as a x0 for next iteration. For second iteration, we are considering this as x0. Okay, so this is x0 now. This point is x0 for second iteration. Then similar to this, what we are doing? We are calculating f of x0. So if you put this x0 in given equation, we will get f of x0. So this point will be f of x0. So I will write here f of x0. This point is f of x0. Then what we are doing? We are drawing tangent at f of x0. So draw tangent at this point, f of x0. So if I draw tangent at this point, then you can see here this tangent. If I extend this tangent up to this x-axis, then that tangent is intersecting at this point. Tangent is intersecting to x-axis at this point. So this is the xr. Are you getting this? So see here, we have started with this initial case. This is actual root. This is actual root. We have started with this case. Then we have got new value. This. Then from this new value we have got next value here. Actual root is this. Now in case of convergence, in previous case we have seen that by choosing this initial case we are moving towards the actual root, towards this actual value of the root. But in this case, instead of moving towards the actual root, we are going away from this answer. So this, see, this is near but this is away. So in this way, instead of going towards the actual root, we are moving away from the root. So this is called divergence case. This is called what? Divergence in case of Newton-Raphson method. Is it clear or not? You reply in chat. Repeat. Okay. So I have to repeat this divergence case. So again I will repeat. No problem. Okay. What is in by convergence? In convergence case, we are starting with initial case. Okay. And from that initial case, we are moving towards the actual root. But in case of divergence case, with starting with initial case x0, instead of moving towards the actual root, we are moving away from the root. We are not going towards the actual answer. So let us see this graph. Let us consider this any equation. Now this nature of graph depends upon given function f of x. Okay. So this is curve for the given equation f of x. Okay. This is the curve for the given equation f of x. Depends upon given equation, curve will be different. Okay. Now in case of Newton-Raphson method, what we are doing? We are choosing the initial case x0. So let us consider we have chosen initial case. So we will here x0. So this is the initial case. Let us consider this is the initial case to solve the problem by using Newton-Raphson method. Now by using this formula we are getting xr. By using this formula, xr is equal to x0 minus f of x0 divided by f dash of x0. So by using this formula we are getting next approximate answer to the root of given equation by using Newton-Raphson method. First we are choosing this x0. Then from this x0 we are calculating f of x0. What is meant by f of x0? If you put this x0 in given equation, then we will get f of x0. So this is f of x0. And if you draw tangent at this f of x0, so let us consider tangent at f of x0 is something like this. Okay. So this is the tangent at f of x0. So if you draw the tangent at this point, and if you extend that tangent up to x-axis, then this will be xr. Are you getting this? So we are calculating xr value from x0 means we are doing like this. From this initial case, we are calculating f of x0 and at f of x0 we are drawing the tangent, and this point at which this tangent intersects x-axis, this is the xr value. So this is the formula and this is the graphical representation for Newton-Raphson method. So in this way we are calculating new value. Now again, while going for second iteration, what we are doing? We are taking this xr as a x0. So I will consider this x0 for second iteration. Before going for second iteration, we are replacing previous value. So this xr I have considered as x0 for second iteration. Then again by using this formula we have to calculate new value for root. So what is the procedure? Similar to first iteration. From this x0 we will get f of x0. So from this x0 we will get f of x0. So here we will get f of x0. This is what? This is f of x0. Similar to this, here I will get the f of x0. Here if I extend in this direction, there is no graph. So I have to extend in this direction only, in downward direction. Then only we will get f of x0. So here it is f of x0, new f of x0 for second iteration. Then similar to this, I have to draw tangent at f of x0. So if I draw tangent at f of x0, then and if I extend that tangent up to x-axis, then I will get xr here. So by using this formula, we will get xr from x0. So from this x0 we will get xr. In first iteration, by using this x0 we have got xr. Now for second iteration we are using this as x0 and we we will get new value, that is xr. Again, for third iteration, I will consider this xr as a x0. So this is x0 now for third iteration. So what is the procedure? To calculate xr, from this x0 we have to calculate f of x0. I will get f of x0. From this x0 we will get f of x0. Then we have to draw the tangent at this point. So if I draw tangent like this. And you can see here, if I extend this, then it will intersect somewhere at x-axis, but it is very away from the actual root. This is our actual root. This is our actual root. Okay. We have started with this initial case, which is near to root. Okay. But in this depends upon nature of graph. What is happening? Instead of going toward this actual root, we are moving away. See here, this is first initial case. From this initial case, we have got this value. This is also near at equal distance. Then again by this new value, we will get next value here. Again, if I calculate next value, then it is going away. So instead of going towards this actual root, we are moving away from the root. This is called divergence. Are you getting what is meant by divergence? So basically, divergence means instead of going toward the root, we are going away from the root. So this is graphical representation. Okay. So in case of divergence case, if I consider this as a g of x, then if I calculate slope of this equation, this slope should be less than 1. So this is the condition for convergence. Okay, g dash of x should be less than 1. So if I differentiate this equation, then what I will get? F of x0 into f double dash of x0 divided by f dash of x0 bracket square. So if I differentiate this given equation with respect to x0, if I differentiate this given formula with respect to x0, then we will get this. To get convergence solution, our criteria is this should be less than 1. So before proceeding to solve any problem by using Newton-Raphson method, this criteria should be satisfied. This criteria should be satisfied. Okay. So just note down this formula. So this is the condition for convergence. Condition for convergence. Condition for convergence. What is the meaning of this? If this condition is satisfied, then only you will get solution. Otherwise, you may not get solution. You may move away from the root. Instead of going toward the root, you may move away from the root. So always remember, for any given problem, if you have to solve by using Newton-Raphson method, then this condition should be satisfied. You have to calculate f dash, you have to calculate f double dash, and you have to put the initial case. Okay. Again, for given equations, if this condition is not satisfying, then what you have to do? Then you have to choose another initial case. So depends upon nature. As I explained, for this type of graph, we are not getting solution. But if you choose the root very near, okay, if I choose root here, then we will move away from the root. But if you choose the initial case near to this actual root, then you may move towards the root. You will get the solution. Okay. So if this condition is not satisfying, if f of x0 into f double dash of x0 divided by f dash of x0 square, if you put initial case value x0 in this equation, and if it is not less than 1, so in that case you have to choose the another initial case. Are you getting this? You have to choose the another initial case, which is near to the actual root. So for any problem you have to check this condition and then only you have to proceed. Is it clear? Now we will see the convergence and divergence in case of successive approximation method. So third method, it is successive approximation method. So in successive approximation method, what is the procedure? Given equation is f of x, then from that f of x equation we have to convert into g of x. You have to convert given equation into g of x by taking x common, or by writing given equation as x equal to. So given equation is f of x is equal to some equation, and that equation you have to convert to g of x. How to convert? Take x on one side and remaining terms on another side, so that that equation will be written as the g of x. So let us consider one equation. How to convert this? Let us consider an equation f of x is equal to 2x square minus 7x plus 5. Let us consider this f of x. Okay. Now we can rewrite this equation. Okay. If I write equal to 0, then we can rewrite this equation by taking x on one side. So if I take 11x on this side, so this 11x is equal to this 11x on one side. So here it is remaining 2x square plus 5. Okay. So again I can take this 11 on this side. So x is equal to 2x square plus 5 divided by 11. So this is called g of x. Are you getting this? How to convert given equation, given f of x equation into g of x. So just take x on one side and remaining terms on another side. So this is g of x. And formula to calculate root is xr is equal to g of x0. So this is also open method. There are two types of method to find root of equation: bracketing method and open method. Bracketing method means you have to choose the two initial guesses such that root will lies between this given interval a and b value. So bisection method, regular falsification method are the bracketing method, in which we have to choose the two initial guesses a and b, and then we have to move towards the root of equation. Whereas Newton-Raphson method and successive approximation method are open method. In this case we have to choose only one initial guess, and by choosing that initial guess we have to move towards the root of equation. Okay. So bisection method, regular falsification method, or any other bracketing method, in this case we will get always convergence solution. We will always move towards the actual solution. Okay. But in case of open method, that is Newton-Raphson method and successive approximation method, we may move away from the root. Instead of going towards the root, we may move away from the root, so that divergence may appear in case of Newton-Raphson method or in case of successive approximation method. So here we have to see the divergence in case of successive approximation method. Now here I have explained how to convert given equation f of x into g of x. Just you have to take x on one side. Now let us consider equation e raised to x minus cos of x. How to convert this f of x into g of x? Tell me. Tell me how to convert this g of x, f of x into g of x. E raised to x minus cos of x. Equation is f of x is equal to e raised to x minus cos of x. How to convert this equation into g of x? This is given equation f of x, and we have to solve, we have to find root of this equation by using successive approximation method. So first step is we have to convert this equation into g of x. So how to convert? Basically what we are doing, just now I have explained how to convert f of x into g of x. I have explained with the help of this equation 2x square, f of x is equal to 2x square minus 11x plus 5. I have explained for this equation. So for this equation, g of x is equal to 2x square plus 5 divided by 11. So by taking x on one side, we can rewrite the equation, and that equation we can consider g of x. Okay. Because here it is easy to take x common. It is easy to take x on another side of equal to sign. So this is g of x. But in this equation, it is difficult to take x common. So what you have to do? Just add x on both sides. What is this equation? F of x is equal to this total is equal to 0. This is equation. So what you have to do? Simply just add x on both sides. Just add x on both sides. So here this equation will be x plus e raised to x minus cos of x is equal to x. 0 plus x is x. So if there is complicated equation in which you cannot take x easily common, then you can rewrite this equation as by adding x on both sides. So here I have added x on both sides. So x plus e raised to x minus cos x is equal to x. So if equation is x is equal to, then it is called g of x. So this is g of x. It's simple. Okay. Don't take log on both sides or exponential on both sides to convert such type of equation into g of x. So are you getting it? It is very easy. Just add x on both sides. That is g of x. Now this is mathematically. I have explained mathematically how to convert f of x into g of x. Now graphically. Let us consider the g of x. So this will be root. Okay. Now here we convert into g of x. Then what is happening? This f of x will convert like this into g of x, and this root will move. So this curve will not intersect x axis. So how to find root? So if I draw a curve of y is equal to x line. So this line it is y is equal to x, and this curve it is g of x. So this curve is g of x. This is f of x. So the point at which this curve intersects x axis is the root, and when we are converting this f of x into g of x, then root is the point at which this g of x will intersect the line y is equal to x. So this is line y is equal to x. So this is the root. So when we are converting f of x into g of x, this is the root. We have to find out this value. Okay. So how to proceed? Mathematically we know formula to calculate new value is xr is equal to g of x0. x0 is the initial case. Now graphically I will explain. See here. Let us choose initial case x0. Initial case. Okay. And from this initial case, what is xr? If you put this x0 in g of x equation, then you will get g of x. So this is g of x. Because this equation xr is equal to g of x means it is y. Okay. So we are taking this as a y. Okay. So what is this? If you put x value in given equation, then we will get y value. Are you getting this? If you put x value in given equation, then we will get y. So this is y value actually. Okay. This is actually y value. And this y value we are considering as x value. That is first approximate answer. So that's why we are taking that y value as x by transferring to the y is equal to x. So this is the new value. So actually xr is this value. Are you getting this? This value and this value are same. But here it is y value and here it is x value. If you transfer on y is equal to x, then at this point y is equal to x. So even we are getting y value by this formula, that is nothing but x value for next iteration. So this is xr value. So what we are doing? Then this xr we are considering as x0 for next iteration. While going for next iteration, we are taking this as x0. So similar to this, here we are taking this as the initial case, and again we have to calculate g of x0. So here I will draw like this. So from this point we will get g of x0. Okay. So similar to this, again we have to transfer this point on y is equal to x line. Okay. And this will be new value. So again from this point we will get new point. So in this way, from this initial case, we will move towards the root, towards the answer. So this is convergence case. This is the convergence. Again I am repeating. See here, this is g of x. Actually f of x will be something like this. So when it is f of x, the curve intersects x axis at this point. So this is the root, actual root. When we are converting f of x into g of x, curve will be something like this, because we are taking x outside that equation. We are writing x is equal to. So nature of graph will change. So nature of graph will be something like this, and this curve may not intersect x axis. Okay, how to find root of this equation? So root of this g of x will be root of this given equation when it is g of x. Just draw y equal to x. So point at which this g of x curve and y equal to x curve intersect, that is the root. So this is the root. Now we have to find out this value of x. So what we are doing? We have to choose the initial case. So let us consider this is initial case x0. From this x0, calculate g of x. So by putting this x0 into g of x equation, we will get this g of x. Then transfer this point on y equal to x line and transfer that on x axis. So this will be the first approximate answer. This is initial case. From this initial case, we will get first approximate answer. And this answer we will get by using this formula. xr is equal to g of x0. So from this x0 we will get xr. Graphically, from this x0 we will get this xr. From this xr we have to get next approximate answer. So for that we are considering this xr as a x0. Before going for next iteration, we have to replace the previous guess. So here this xr will be replaced by x0. So this will be x0. And from this x0 again repeat the same procedure. So from this point we will get g of x0, okay, and then transfer on y equal to x, and then again we will get xr. So this is xr now. So in this way, in first iteration, from this point we will get this. For next iteration, from this point we will get this. Okay. Again from this point, if you draw, then again we will move towards the actual root. Again we will go near to this actual root. So this is called convergence. By the initial case, we will get the actual solution. This is called convergence case in case of successive approximation method. Now I will explain what is divergence in case of successive approximation method. Okay. So again depends upon nature of graph. This g of x curve may be different. Depends upon nature of given equation. Curve for the g of x may be different. This is y is equal to x. Let us consider the g of x of given equation is something like this. G of x. Now let us consider initial case x0. So this is x0. From x0 we will get g of x0. From this initial case x0. Again I am proceeding similar to previous case. This is successive approximation method. From initial case we will get g of x0. Then what we are doing? We are transferring this point g of x0 on y equal to x line. And again this point we are projecting on x axis. So this is xr. So from this initial case we will get xr. From this initial case x0 we will get xr. Okay. Now for next iteration we are taking this xr as x0. So this is x0 now. So this is new case. And we have to proceed further. Okay. So from this point, what we are doing? Here what we did? By putting x0 we will get g of x0. So here also by putting this value we will get g of x0. New value. Then what we did here? Transfer this point on y equal to x. So transfer this point on y equal to x. This point and again transfer on x axis. Again transfer on x axis. So this is xr. This is xr. Okay. xr. So this is first value, initial case. From this value we will get new value. From the second value we will get new value. And again by doing this, if you have to calculate, then what we will do? What we will do? Put this value in given equation, then we will get g of x0. So again we will get g of x0. So again transfer this point on y equal to x. Okay, again transfer on this. So you can observe here, this is the root. This is the root. We have chosen this value for root. Initial case, we have chosen this as initial case, which is near to the root. This much distance. Okay, near. From this, we have got new value of xr. Okay. Approximately at same distance. Again from this, we have got new answer. So you can see here. Initially this was the distance the initial case was away from the actual root, but while going for next iteration, we are going away from the root. This was slightly away from the root, but while going further iterations, instead of going towards the root, instead of reducing the distance from the solution, it is increasing the distance. So this is called divergence case in case of successive approximation method. Are you getting this? If it is not clear, then also it's fine, but just let me know if it is not clear, then I will repeat. See here, this is g of x, this is actual root. We have chosen initial case. From this initial case, we have got new value. By this, if you use this formula, x r is equal to g of x0, from x0 we will get xr. For next iteration, we are considering this xr as x0. So again by doing this x0, we will get new value xr, which is away from the actual root. Previously, x0 initial case was near to the root, but by performing the iteration, we are going away from the root. We are not going toward the root. So this is called divergence case. Okay. So condition for convergence in case of successive approximation method is, see here, what is slope of this? The slope of y is equal to x is equal to 1. Y is equal to x. Slope of this line, y is equal to x. What is slope of this? It is 1. Slope of this line, y is equal to x, it is 1. And what is slope of this? It is more than 1. Okay. So if slope of y is equal to x is less than slope of g of x, then it is divergence. Okay. And slope of y is equal to x, it is 1. Slope of y is equal to x is equal to 1. So remember, slope means derivative. So if g of x equation is there and its slope is g dash of x, first derivative, and if you put the value x0, then g dash of x0 is the slope for initial case, and it should be less than slope of y is equal to x. Slope of y is equal to x is 1. So this is condition for convergence. In case of successive approximation method. So remember, if any problem asked based around successive approximation method, then this criteria should be satisfied for initial case. For given initial case, g dash of x0 should be less than 1. Then only we can proceed further. Otherwise, what will happen? Instead of going toward the root, we will move away from the root. Means, if it is accuracy based, if you calculate error after each interval, that error goes on increasing. And if it is convergence case, then error will reduce. After each iteration, error will reduce. And in case of divergence, error goes on increases after each iteration. So that is divergence. So first you have to check whether convergence condition is satisfying or not. Suppose one problem is asked based around successive approximation method for 6 marks, and if you check this condition, then you will get 1 mark. So for checking this condition, some marks will be reserved. In university examination, some marks are reserved for checking the condition. So you have to check this condition. If this condition is satisfying, then only you have to go for first iteration, second iteration, and so on. If this condition is not satisfying, then what you have to do? I told you while explaining the divergence case in case of Newton-Raphson method. Tell me what is to be done if this condition is not satisfying. What you have to do if this condition is not satisfying? Means, yes, again assume different initial case. Okay. So thank you very much for attending the class. We will stop here. Thank you.